Hey, what's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Welcome back. It is your girl, Miss Honey, here for another Sunday review. Today, of course, we're doing Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. This is Season 2, Episode 4, Pay the Toll. This was a really good episode. And even going back and watching episode 3, which I don't know, I felt was kind of lackluster, but watching it again, I realized it was anything but. And I feel the same way about this episode. I thought it was really, really good. The best part about this episode is we got to spend a lot of time with each character, which I really loved. I want to thank everyone for your well wishes for my knee surgery. Thank you guys so much. Those are still coming in. Thank you guys for all my birthday wishes. It's so nice. All the gifts and you know, tokens of love and appreciation that you all sent me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. Listen, I love you with the love of the Lord. There's nothing you can do about that. Just relax. Come on, y'all. Let's go ahead and talk about this episode 4. Hopefully you guys can hear me pretty good. I've got my microphone on, but of course I am still in recuperation mode, so I'm not in my normal studio. But let's make it do what it do. Let's talk really quickly about a couple of facts regarding not just this episode, but what is happening so far. Season 1, season 2. Let's reiterate some facts you may have forgotten about and put a pin in them. Let's do all of the things, right? Y'all remember that Marvin hid the body of, it was like a housing authority guy or something like that, in the walls. Rock popped him, right? Because he was going to try to, she thought all she had to do was pay the man a little bit of money. He wanted the money and he wanted the services. I guess he thought he was just shaking down some mother or two on the first floor, you know what I'm saying, whose lights was about to get turned off. Oh, no. You tried to shake down Rock, and Rock put 2 in it, right? Then she had Marvin get rid of the body. But, you know, in season 1, Marvin wasn't our, the most clever. The most clever right-hand man, okay? He hid the body in the wall of the, what do you call it, the Basie? Whatever the housing project is, they turning into a crack, Coliseum of crack. He done hid the wall, hid the body in the wall of the apartment. Okay, so now these many months later, that body is starting to talk. We also get to see not only the fumes from Marvin's, you know, stupidity, but also we get to see Unique in this episode. And Unique in episode 1 and 2, he was playing dumb. You know what I'm saying? He was playing broken. You know, and oh, I've lost everything. Oh, they took everything from me. Oh, I don't have my sidekick, my team anymore. I don't have any of these things. And he acts out and he goes and he takes Juliana and he takes Rock's money. And when Rock comes for her money, he tells her, I don't want any trouble. I just want you to know that we could go and battle on like this for many, many moons. But I just want to take my pride and the little piece that I have and move forward. Right? Okay. And he proves his point. You guys remember in season 1, what did Unique tell Rock? Unique told Rock she's a woman and she not cut out for this business. And although we've seen Rock do some real hard edge things, the fact that she let Unique go without a scrape, a break, a fracture, without shoving any inanimate objects up where the sun don't shine. She didn't take an eye like he did Scrappy. You know what I'm saying? She didn't do any of those things. She didn't burn his girlfriend, wife and son and mother-in-law out. She didn't do any of those things. She just said, you got your piece, that's what you said, give me my money and let me go on. It was a weakness. Like I said, Unique had already pointed it out. Rock has denied it, but this one thing alone proves that it is so, right? That she is not as ruthless as the guys are, right? After all, she is a mom. She's a woman, she's a mom, the whole nine. Now, she got her ruthless moments, but let's be honest. You letting Unique go unscathed, definitely a show of weakness, in my opinion, right? And he all but proves it in episode 4. We see where he is actually the catalyst, the cause of Rock not being so successful in Jersey. Remember, she's franchising. She's got the 40s, she got the Basie's first, then the 40s, and she was going to branch out into New Jersey. And everyone thought she needed to pump her brakes a little bit. New Jersey is a whole nother thing, right? Because there's a whole nother different type of gang that runs Jersey called the Italian mob, right? And no one wanted to get into a war with the Italian mob, but Rock was like, whatever happens, however many people die, I just want a franchise, right? Well, Unique is the P, okay, the rock in Rock's shoe, right? He's the pebble in the sole of her shoe, right? And she has had several runs through New Jersey, and each run has been a bust. The reason why it's a bust is because Unique is telling her comings and goings to the guys in Jersey, okay? And also, he's going around over to the bodega, which, by the way, now has a guard on it. Genius. Revolutionary, Rock. Like, you just keep coming up with all of these revolutionary ideas. Really, you need an actual armed guard to guard your money. Really? That is astonishing. How did you come across this novel idea, Rock? Yeah, but you're going by the bodega. Unique is going by the bodega and harassing Juliana. And what make it worse is that Juliana is afraid and she's scared. Now, I thought he may have been in cahoots with Juliana. I thought all that time he had kidnapped Juliana, he had time to pick Juliana's brain, make an alliance with Juliana, maybe even her cousin in Colombia, him and Warrell both. But Juliana ain't in on none of that. He's going by there and he's harassing her and he's intimidating her. And she tells Rock, and Rock don't care. Rock is just like, it is what it is. Again, this is about my business. This is about my money. I don't care how many of y'all got to get down or lay down in order for me to have my moment in the sun. And Juliana tells her, I thought you were a strong woman. I thought you was about your business. He's still coming around here. He's still harassing me. And Rock is like, don't worry about it. You'll be all right. Don't worry about it. I mean, she's really acting like she's none the wiser. But we gonna see, okay? Let's talk real quick about Juke. This was a really good episode for Juke. We got to see Juke let her hair down a little bit. She's got a lot on her mind, right? She's got this song that she wants to sing. She's got this career that she wants to have. She wants to be in the music industry, but she's kind of been shut down from that, with everything that Crown Camacho was saying about her looks, and even Uncle Lou. When she sees Crown in this episode at Famous's new apartment, Famous has a party, And Crown Camacho is there with all these kids. He's an adult, or it looks like he's an adult. He's there with a bunch of teenagers, and he gives her a tape of a song that he wants her to sing. And she takes the tape and she goes on about her business. Now, she's got a lot of heavy things on her plate. This is just one of many things that she's thinking about, right? And she takes the opportunity to not just find her mom, but Juke is a woman about hers. She, in a very adult fashion, goes back to see her mom. She ran off like a scared little kid before, but now she goes back to her mom's apartment and she rings the doorbell and she tells her, this is Laverne Thomas. You know, there was some pause, there was some hesitation, but this is Laverne Thomas. Hey, and mom buzzes her in and gives her a nice delicious cup of Kool-Aid, and they started talking. And at first it's small talk, and Juke doesn't want to do the small talk. She was like, why did you leave me? And her mom says that she was young and she found herself with a young baby and a man she didn't know, and she was trying to figure it out, and it was just a lot on her at that time. And so she decided to leave, and she felt like Juke would be better off. She thought when she got to California she'd make it big, and once she was rich she would come home. But she got, like a lot of people who get off the bus in the wrong place at the wrong time, you get caught up and you get into things and doing things and hanging with people, and before you know it, you've got 10 years of your life is gone, wasted, you know, on some fool-la-la. And she thought, now I've been gone too long, I can't go back and get my daughter. She'll never understand. She's probably better off now than she would have been with me. And Juke says, I was never better off without you. Things were worse without you. Ooh, it's a heavy, heavy moment. And Kenya, Juke's mom, played by LaToya Luckett, I believe, she goes over, she sits next to Juke, she holds her hand, and she says, God is so good. He is so great to bring you back to me the way he has. And you know, I'm hoping you'll give me a chance, you know. A child should be with her mom, and I really hope you give me a chance. Okay, and it's a really good moment. It really is a good moment. We don't see how they leave it, but we do see that Juke decides to go back to her house at Marvin's house. Now she's just going to get a couple of dresses because her mom has invited her to the church that she goes to this upcoming Sunday. And so when she goes in, she notices that her dad has completely redone her room. The room they fought in, from the window to the wall, I'm talking about they fought like two dudes in that room, right? The holes in the wall, all of that stuff. He had torn up her stereo system, her component system. Tore everything up. He had repainted, redone. He got her new stereo system. It had a bow on it, all of that. And it was just a split moment where she smiled and she thought, wow, this looks good. Wow, he did all this. And as soon as it came into her mind to think, to be happy about this moment and what had been done for her, just like that, it was gone. She went into the closet. She got a couple of dresses. Marvin was there, and he comes in, and she's just standing there looking at him. She don't know. She don't know. This is what that fight did to her. That fight with her dad, Marvin, it put her in a place where she's got serious PTSD. It's almost like she's waiting to see if he's going to be up or he's going to be down. She's waiting. She's not putting any input into the conversation or giving him any energy, because the last time she did, he returned it with a fist to her face. She don't know this man. It's like she don't know him. She don't know him. And she will never ever take a chance with him like that again. That's what she's giving me right now. And he talks to her a little bit, and she turns and she walks out. Nary a word. Okay, his punishment continues. Okay, Marvin's punishment continues. We also get to see where Juke goes to Famous's party. And although it's not quite her scene, she does mention that Famous was very, very aggressive with her, pushing up on her. And although Kanan kind of brushed it off, I think it was a moment that we might need to put a pin in, because I don't know why they were pushing it in this moment, or the significance of it, but you guys put it down below and let me know what y'all think. Did y'all think that that was a significant moment where we learned where Famous was being very aggressive with Juke at the party, right? Because she seemed to say it and then reiterate it. So I don't know, y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all let me know. We also see where right before she goes to the party, Rock is looking for Kanan. Rock learns that Famous has an apartment. She wants to know where he got the money to get that apartment. And you know, she's asking about where Famous got the money to get their money, get the money for the apartment. I was like, and Juke tells her as she was leaving about she found her mom, and Rock was not happy. Although she seemed like, when Juke asked about her mom, Rock seemed like she kind of admired Kenya a little bit, like, oh, she did what was best for you, woo 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 woo. And now it's almost like she's angry that Kenya may be back, and she thinks Kenya reached out to Juke. She learns that Juke reached out to Kenya, and she just kind of, you know, drops the anger routine and kind of goes into that, can I fix you something to eat, you know, phase that she goes through, you know, when she's trying to keep the kids calm and trying to act like she's still this sweet, kind mom. And Juke was like, nah, I'm Gucci. And I don't know if she was on to her aunt, if she peeped that her aunt was being weird about her having met her mom, seeing her mom for the first time since she was a baby. I don't know if Juke peeped it. I don't know if Juke has been peeping a lot of what Rock has going on, but I wonder. Let's talk real briefly about Marvin, since we're talking about Juke. It is not easy being the boss, you guys. Marvin has got a hard way to go. Oh my gosh, it's not easy being a boss. It's not easy being an adult. It's not easy being a parent. You know, all the frustration and that he has felt about that fight with Juke. The fact that she will not talk to him now, will not even acknowledge his presence, like even acknowledge the fact that he is living and breathing. She don't have nothing for her daddy. Like I said, she got PTSD. Even though he seems genuinely saddened, his punishment continues. And so when Kanan goes into the prison, Rock orders Marvin to take Kanan down to the prison, because Kanan want to talk to his daddy, or who he think is his daddy. His daddy's brother. Okay. And his name is Vernon. And the guy is just crappy acting, stupid. Just, I mean, a jerk, a butthole. It doesn't even matter. And he moves in this really weird way. Well, basically ends up says, you know, telling Juke that his dad was the greatest to ever do it, the best of all time, and when he was at your age, he did whoop whoop whoop. You're just like your dad. It's time for you to raise up and be that man about the street, about your street business, whoop whoop whoop. And don't forget to put some money on your uncle's commissary books. You know what I'm saying? Cigarettes done went up. And Kanan is just like, I don't understand why nobody is soft and caring and loving. Why does everybody I meet have to be this hard edge, you know what I'm saying, rough around the edges, bark. Like, it's just like every time it seems like he reaches out and looks for this care and tenderness, he gets knocked hard to the ground emotionally. And so, sitting in the car, he wants to have some bit of conversation with Marvin, and Marvin is telling him, "Are we done here? Is this enough? You need to suck it up. I don't know why you want me to drive you down. I got business to take care of. I got things I have to do. I didn't have time to drive down here with you." And Kanan was like, "Well, I wanted to know more about my father. All you need to know about your daddy, you know about your daddy. All you need to know about who you are is who you are. And your mama and your uncles, everybody's just trying their best to be the best that they can be at the time that they can be their best." You know what I'm saying? I tried to be a good daddy. I don't know how to be a good daddy, but I love her. You know what I'm saying? He's talking to Kanan about his situation, but really he's talking to Jude in his own mind, his own, that all of that was for Jude. Like, he want her to snap out of it and just talk to him again. I'm telling you, not speaking to somebody is a way harsher punishment than anybody can imagine. You think running around behind somebody, well, it's male or female, and you arguing with them and you trying to get them to understand your point of view. No. If you really, really want to punish somebody, go completely radio silent on them. Don't talk, don't answer, don't respond, don't give it. Nothing. No energy. I'm telling you. Be careful with it though, because it'll also make somebody snap your neck. Be careful with it. But done properly, it's an effective punishment. Listen. Warrell think he's slick. He really does. He think he's slick, but Marvin isn't dumb. As a matter of fact, Warrell is dumb for thinking Marvin is dumb. Now, Marvin do stupid stuff. Oh yes, but Marvin is not dumb by any means. Okay, he notices. He notices that money is turning up missing. Somebody's skimming. Whoever skimming gonna get it real good. Okay, and two, he wants to know why, if money's being skimmed, where was the money in the first place? Warrell tells him, "Where I put it in a couple of shoe boxes in the closet." Why would you do that? Well, I figured I'd keep it close to home. I figured I'd keep it here. Where would you get that idea from? We keep the money moving. We keep the money moving around. We don't need the money to stay stagnant in one place. What are you talking about? And Warrell was like, "I don't know. I'm just doing it because this how when Unique." And Marvin's like, "Unique? Where is Unique? Where could Unique be? I just don't see Unique. Is he up under my pen? Oh, no Unique there. Oh, maybe he's in the closet. Oh no, he's not in the closet now. Can't be there. Under the table. Maybe Unique is under the table. No, Unique's not here. Unique don't run nothing here. Okay, you work for me, not for Unique. Okay, you come in here again with these half hours. Okay, lazy, ineffective behaviors, and you're gonna see the wrong side of Marvin. He lets Warrell have it. He does. He lets Warrell have it. Now, for as afraid of Warrell of Marvin as Warrell must be, he is apparently much more afraid of Unique, because he is taking everything he learns about what's going on in Rock's business and taking it back to Unique, and that is how Unique is able to identify which trucks are moving through New Jersey in order for the Italians to hit them, take their money, take their truck. Something tells me Warrell's not going to survive this season, but I digress. Okay, I told you guys, let's talk about Lou. Lou is getting squeezed on all sides. He is completely unaware that he's being squeezed, right? What Crown is doing is he is creating a continual perpetual deficit at the studio, Bulletproof Records. he's creating a deficit. Now he's gotten rid of the soundboard. They can't make any music. He says he took the soundboard to pay bills, large bills that were due. He went and took the soundboard and hawked them and paid for them. And Lou almost snapped it. He really almost broke his neck. And Crown Camacho has got to be consistently high, because that would have frightened me, really frightened me, like the way Lou snapped on him. But still, he still had this stupid little smirk on his face, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm protected by your sister. The same person that run you, I'm running with. Basically, that's what the smirk on his face said. And so Lou kind of, calms himself down a little bit and goes on about his business. And later on, when he goes to meet Rock to talk about the Jersey situation, he asks her, after they have a meeting and everything, sidebar, if he can get some money. And she was like, wait a minute, you already owe me money. You know what I'm saying? And you not putting no money in the game at all from this studio situation. It ain't yielding no money. So you borrowing money to pay me back? You borrowing my money to pay me back? I'm like, well, Rock, your money ain't doing nothing else but feeding rats. I mean, come on. But I digress. He then, she tells him, I'll give you the money. Don't worry about that. But I need you in this game 110%. She keeps saying it every episode. I need you here, Lou. I need you to be present, Lou. I need you to be running these streets, Lou. Right? But he's, like I said, still unaware. Right, of that, the fact that he's been squeezed out of the music game and forced, corralled basically back towards the street. It's so unfortunate. Because I really can see the Lou character losing this season. I can see the Lou character being one of our bodies at the end of this season. I really can. I mean, his character is just not giving, right? It is just sinking lower and lower and lower into this really obscure place amongst all the other players. We see where Camacho, like I said, he sold the equipment, and I don't know, it was just so crazy how he kind of was acting really afraid of Lou to Rock. But here with Lou wrapping his hands around his neck, it's almost like he wasn't afraid. Almost like that was something that he wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like he Lou takes the money from Rock, gives it to Cartier. Cartier in turn got him a new soundboard, and it's beautiful. It's a great new soundboard. Now, how much y'all want to bet that when Lou goes into the office next week, okay, episode 5, that soundboard is gone? They may be forcing Lou back to the street, but I believe he gonna kill Crown Camacho on his way out the door. I believe that they're pushing him in a way that, he's gonna erupt. And then we get to see some other moments from Lou, but we're going to talk about it in a second. Kanan goes to see, like I said, his Uncle Vernon. Now, mind you, Kanan's light bulb came on for him last week when in the final scene we saw where Detective Howard goes and tells him that he took a bullet. He took his bullet, right? And he is taking a bullet for Kanan. And it was like the light came on. So Kanan goes into this episode asking his mom to see his dad's brother. And he goes, he doesn't really learn anything. Obviously, Rock has gone before him and made sure that Uncle Vernon tells him everything he's supposed to tell him. Marvin kind of reinforces it with the conversation in the car. But Kanan is still not convinced. And so he's doing these little passive aggressive things. All right. Little passive aggressive things. We also get to see Howard and Burke in this episode. We see Burke go and see Unique, and they have a conversation. Again, Unique is acting like the cat's meow. Like The cat that ate the canary is what I mean to say. He's got a Cheshire cat grin on his face. He feels very clever, right? Because he's decided to play the long game and destroy Rock brick by brick by brick by brick in a way that she can't come back from. That's what he kind of seems like he's set on doing. And so when Bert comes to see him, she's out of her depth. She doesn't know the game. Not like that. Not like Howard knows it. And he gives her a little tap on the back of the legs, you know, want. Now get on out of here. Sends her on her way. Howard is still seeing his bedside counselor, aka a woman that he gives money to come over and see him and perform certain services. He's not doing his very best in that area because one, he's had a lot of surgeries, and two, he's got a lot on his mind. He finally tells her that he has a daughter, has a son, and she's like, I've been your hoe for 7 years. We've had this relationship and you've never mentioned, never not once, your son. Well, I just discovered I had a son, Howard says. And she was like, wow, interesting. And he was like, I took your advice and let him know that I would die for him, and so on and so forth. And again, she gives him very, very good advice. Very, very good advice. You know, at the end of the day, they know. They'll be able to tell. They'll be able to look you in your eye and tell if you lying, you telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? If you down for them or you not, right? And so when we see Kanan and he's at this, in between this rock and this hard place about, you know, everybody's kind of telling him what it is they think he needs to hear. And he only has Famous, you know, to hang out with. He does have Juke, but Juke got her own thing going on, and he's not really invested in what that is, right? Juke is on her own. We all know that. And so Kanan has decided he doesn't have anything else better to do. He goes to see his mom and Lou and Marvin at the apartment. It smells like a dead body because guess what? There's a dead body in the walls. And while they're talking about the whole New Jersey situation and how they're going to handle it and how they're going to move forward, they got him kicked back in a room, the same room that Warrell done hid the money in Nike shoe boxes, right? And he smells the body. He opens the closet. It's worse in the closet, but he sees these Nike shoe boxes. He opened one box and it's a shoe. He opened another box, and baby, it is money on top of money on top of money. And they in the other room talking. I would have been too scared to do it. But not Kanan, right? Okay. Kanan goes and takes a stack of money out of the box. Okay, closes it back up and goes on about his business. He never thinks because he's dumb. He's just a dumb old teenager. He don't know. That's all. He's just a dumb old teenager. He can't think 2 or 3 steps ahead in the plan, right? He thinks so much money, she's not going to miss it. She's certainly not going to suspect me. She's going to suspect someone else. It's not going to be a big deal, right? Takes that money and helps Famous not only get an apartment, but pays for a party. Pays for an entire party. Beer, weed, music, everything. Paid for the whole kit and caboodle at Crown's apartment. At Famous's apartment, which Crown attended the party, remember? But I digress. And it's gonna come out. It's already come out that this money is being skimmed. They just got to figure out where this money is going. Where could this money be going? We get to meet a young woman that lives next door to Famous and her mom. And although he made out with the daughter, who is around his age, I'm assuming it's the mom that he really has an eye on, and she seems to really have an eye on him. So her name is Palomar. So we're gonna see if we get to see Palomar again. Something tells me that she can't possibly be Kanan's first. Old girl was Kanan's first in season 1, I think, but she gonna definitely be a good, hard, strong second. Oh Lord, that's gonna be a mess. So like I said, Kanan went to see his uncle. And his uncle knows so little about him that keeps calling him Kenan, 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 right? Put all that together. Put it all together. The secret conversations, the fact that they will not talk in front of him. Marvin, Lou, and his mama Rock. The fact that everybody kind of trying to schmooze it over with him and pacify him and bully him through everything that's going on. He asked his mama straight out, why did you have me kill that cop? And she does what she does. She puts it, you know what I'm saying, nothing up under the sleeve, okay? Nothing to see here, you know what I'm saying? Bada bing, bada boom. Ace of spades. Is this your card? And Kanan is like, yeah, that's my card. But also she was like, smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors. He makes up in his mind. He was like, I don't know. I can't get the truth out of anybody. Everything just feels like a lie. It smells like a lie. It tastes like a lie. I just know that it's all a lie. You know, he quickly realizes he cannot go to his family for the truth in this situation. He can't do it. Can't be done. Can't be done. Right? He leaves the house one morning and tells Rock he going to see Famous or going to see somebody. And she looks out the window and she's like, oh gosh, he's acting odd. He's acting peculiar. She gets in her car and she follows him. And where does he show up? Over there at Howard's house. Shows up at Howard's house. Howard come out the house with a cup of coffee and that furrowed brow. Looking just like somebody daddy done answered the door. Just like somebody daddy. Rock is off to the side looking from her vehicle and she sees Kanan go inside Howard's house. And that look on her face was like, Mickey freaking. I thought I had him fooled. That's actually how the episode went off, but we still got to talk about Rock. Listen, Rock is definitely working with Crown, like I said, to drive Lou back to the street. She also, her Jersey spot also is being hit. Every time they pack drugs up, take them through Jersey to the next spot, the truck get hit. I don't care how well hidden things are. The drugs get gone, the money get gone, whatever they got on that truck get gone, right? So, you know, Rock realizes that it is the Italians because the Italians aren't trying to hide that. She don't know how they finding out, but she knows that they're definitely trying to send her a signal. And Lou and Marvin go to meet them. Meet the Italians. And Rock gives us beauty face. She gives us beauty face. She gives us statuesque. The way she was, I mean, it was a 90s outfit, but gosh, it looked so futuristic. The type of outfit that she had on, it was really pretty. This smoky gray pantsuit type thing. Still giving me a little air of Michael Jackson. It might have been old Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Throwback outfit. She gives us hard edge. Okay, Lou thinks he's trying to make it better, but he's really in Rock's eyes, he's diminishing her power. He's second guessing her to the Italians. You know, he's kind of trying to play it like, let me speak on her behalf. And Rock, you know, the guy says, you know what, I'm going to tell you this is how much I want to make. If you're going to move through my part of town, this is how much I want to make. And instead of him giving it to Rock, the amount written on a piece of paper, he gives it to Lou. Lou looks at it and gives it to Rock. Rock balls it up, don't even look at it. She was like, I tell you what, I ain't giving you a dime. And what you going to do is you going to leave my ish alone or you going to get the wrath of me. And when they get back to the truck, she tells Lou, she says, listen, don't ever, as long as you live, don't ever. I'm the boss, okay? Don't second guess me. Don't run no numbers for me. Don't speak for me. Don't you ever do it. I tell you what I want you to do, okay? I want you to be about your business in these streets so I don't have to worry about these things. That's what you can do. And Lou tells her, listen, they not just going to come for you, boo. They gonna come for everybody you love. That's why I say Rock don't care. Everybody got to get down or they got to lay down. But my business and my agenda comes first. She knows he's right, but she looks at him like, and so what? And so what? So alienating the Jersey boys, you're definitely continuing to further alienate yourself from Lou, right? This, like I said, we're moving into this place, this weird place where somebody's gonna get Rock hard. They're gonna hit Rock hard. Okay, I just want to know who it's gonna be. We see, like I said, that body in the wall is smelling. It's paying off real bad. It's not gonna be too long before the baby is in the spotlight. I'm telling you, and this body may be why. We get to see where Rock meets with Cartier at his museum, at his art museum. And she learns very quickly, although he is very well spoken, we're very well pulled together. She calls him out on where he's from. You act proper and prim, but I know you wanted the dudes from around the way. He was like, oh, I'm a whole bunch of different types of things. But you got to be that way, right? Especially when you got a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And you got a lot of business. And he asked her what you got a lot of that you just got coming out your ears and you don't know what to do with. And she don't get it at first. And he asks again. And she tells him, money. I got so much that the rat's eating it. And he tells her, well, things like museums, these highfalutin, high-sedity places that you think I'm beyond are very helpful in terms of being able to get rid of or move some things that you may have excess of. And she was like, oh, wow, so you laundering your money through here. He was like, I mean, what you doing with your money? Just feeding the rats? It feels a little narkish, but okay, let's just go with it, right? All right, we're losing our son here, so let's move on. So we see where that's a really good conversation, and she gets another piece of the game from Cartier. We see where, like I said, she tries to play symphony. Remember, she told the real estate lady she wanted to see some homes and where the white people live, and so she found this really beautiful home. And for some reason, she invites Symphony to come out and see the house with her, and she tells him some bogus story about because he's in architecture and she wanted to know of the hardwoods and the carpeting and woo. He gives her a little bit. Symphony ain't here for these games. Symphony's like, okay, so that's what you call me for? That's what you got me for? She was like, yeah, that, and I wanted to show you the bedroom, and I do want to see your one-eyed wonder weenie. I want to see what that was. I missed the one-eyed wonder weenie. You know, basically, in so many words. She's very coy. She's very coquettish. I mean, it's such a cute little relationship between the two of them. This is the first time I've seen Symphony since the first season where he does not look this young, fresh bartender. Like she was his tenderoni. In this scene, he looks like he could be her age, easy, if not a little bit older. It's peculiar because I remember thinking that he was this young guy, but now that I think about it, maybe he was always this older fella and I just didn't realize it. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Put it down below. So they knock it out. They had this moment. It was everything Rock needed to be. She needed her back broke and he broke it for her. But at the same time, he tells her, listen, stop calling me. Stop reaching out to me. Every time you reach out to me, it pulls me back in. Now, he had already asked her about what happened that day with Kanan, why he had to take Kanan to Virginia, to Maryland. And she gave him this same old song and dance routine. And it was just, I was trying to protect my son and whoop. He knows she's a liar. He knows she'll never be his. And he just tells her, stop trying to contact me. Stop reaching out to me. Stop trying to play me for these roles. Stop trying to just come and get your son real quick. And you don't want to do nothing serious. And you know I want something serious from you. I mean, for as taken aback as she was equally turned on because I was turned on too. Did you just drop me? Did you just break up with me? Yeah, girl. I believe you did. Um, Listen, this all I gotta say. This is the last little bit I have to give you for Rock, but I'm telling you, this Rock, Kanan, Howard situation is coming to a head. I think she's realizing that very quickly that the little things that you did as a child to distract them and redirect them, those things aren't working for your children anymore. He has definite questions. Even Juke is wigging out from under her spell. Even Juke is getting out from under that spell, right? Lou's been disenchanted since he found out about the gun, her giving Kanan the gun to kill Howard, right? Marvin might still be there, but I wonder after we have a little bit more conversation with Kenya, Juke's mom, if he'll still feel the same way. Okay? All right? She's losing her grip. And in some areas, she realizes it. In other areas, she still feels like she's very strong, but she's in a very weakened, vulnerable state. This Unique situation is going to be a mess, right? Unique, consequently, the Italians, eventually, yes, it's going to be a problem, a major problem. And Rock is in over her head, and I don't think she's 110% aware of it yet. You guys tell me what you think. What do you think about Kanan going to see Howard, his dad? Do you think he is going to that's going to endear him to Howard, or do you think he's going to eventually go back to his mom's side for whatever reason and go to war with Howard? I'd like to know what you guys think. I'd love for you to put it down below. I'd love for you to give me a thumbs up on this video. Listen, and until next time, honeybees, mwah, 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 I'll holla.